Grocery stores, concerts, even churches. This year alone, there have already been over 500 mass shootings in the US, including one that claimed the lives of 19 children at an elementary school in Texas. Another string of shootings has brought the debate over semi-automatic weapons back to the forefront and onto the ballot this midterm season.
Today I'm turning in my weapons to the Hillsborough Police Department. I no longer want them.
Uvalde and Buffalo struck a nerve in so many people who were sitting back saying, I've got to get out there. I've got to do something.
My mental shift happened when I'm not only seeing these massacres post-Columbine, but I'm seeing them used primarily by the same military spec weapon that I was issued.
On a federal level, leaders have been slow to take action on gun reform. But at the state level, some citizens are using the midterm election as an opportunity to make change. According to a 538 poll with Ipsos, immediately after the mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde, 42% of Americans rated crime or gun violence as a top issue for 2022, though by August, the number dropped to 33%.
Enough is enough!
But in Oregon, citizens are keeping gun reform a priority this election season, organizing rallies, gathering signatures. One man living near Portland even gained social media attention for having police destroy his guns.
Today I'm turning in my weapons to the Hillsborough Police Department in Oregon, both my AR-15 and my 9mm handgun.
I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years active duty. I was a field MP, so we did convoy security. I was a 50 cal heavy machine gunner and a weapons instructor as an NCO.
Full combat load on, so you got your flak jacket, Kevlar.
I thought maybe as like a token of my experience, I'm gonna custom build an AR-15. And it's going to be actually nicer than what I was issued. I spent a lot of money on it. I had the money for it. I did my research on it, and I was excited.
Investigators now confirm the shooter was armed with an AR-15 style rifle.
On May 17th, one day after turning 18, the gunman legally purchasing an AR style rifle at the Oasis Outback.
He bought an AR-15 style rifle. 3 days later, he bought a second one.
The breaking moment was the Uvalde shooting. That was when I actually made the commitment the next day to give him up to be destroyed. It's like, why is this weapon, this lethal weapon here that I'm seeing throughout these horrible tragedies, why is it in my house?
While rifles are only involved in a small percentage of gun deaths each year, in the last decade, 11 of the 16 deadliest mass shootings have involved assault rifles. In the US, 7 states and the District of Columbia have already taken action enacting assault weapons bans, but Oregon still allows assault weapons.
I know this will not change legislation or anything to do with gun culture in America, but hopefully it'll be a form of symbolism, and hopefully America can wake up.
3 in 5 Americans said they'd prefer stricter gun laws, according to a 538 Ipsos poll. In June, Congress passed its first gun legislation in nearly 30 years. The bipartisan Safer Communities Act, and Americans are largely in favor of it. The bill includes provisions to enhance background checks for people under 21, to support red flag laws, fund school safety efforts, and invest in mental health services. But some Americans want to see more, and they're forming grassroots organizations to see it through.
Without the volunteers, this campaign would have been nothing.
As a student, I wish to live and learn in an environment that is free from violence, which is why we are here and why we were out in the rain collecting signatures.
In Oregon, the group Lift Every Voice Oregon got the largest gun reform measure in the country on the November ballot.
After Parkland, we made a sprint. Impossible, everybody said. And we got stuck in the Supreme Court of Oregon. 1,000 words of opposition. They usually get 10 or 15. And we couldn't make it by the deadline. So we retooled. We brought legislation to the state legislature in 2019, 2 bills. We had sponsors, but we could not get hearings. And then in 2020, we were all set to go. February of 2020, what happens? COVID-19. So we were retooled for 2022.
The group needed 112,000 signatures to get the gun safety measure on the ballot. They ended up gathering over 160,000 signatures.
Everybody in the nation's been throwing their hands up saying enough is enough. What can we do? And this is the one state in the country right now where real action can be taken. It's already being called the Oregon model in other states who are looking at this.
If Measure 114 passes, it will require permits to buy a firearm, require photo ID, fingerprints, safety training, criminal background check, and fee payment to apply for a permit, prohibit ammunition magazines capable of holding more than 10 rounds, and make violations a Class A misdemeanor.
Having a daughter who's in an elementary school definitely plays a role. Like, I'm a father, I'm a protector. I have personally done what I can as a citizen, as a former Marine. I have a strong opinion on this. We need to do whatever we can do as citizens to change legislations for our future.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.